What's up, everybody? Welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei, and today I'm going to be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video, I have several quite interesting news. First of all, I will show you very interesting, so-called interesting space call that was hosted by Tyler Young, where AVA, an autonomous AI agent, tried to explain the MMTLP story. And I have to admit that this is, on the one hand, a very interesting space call, but on the other hand, it is completely useless. And in a minute, I will show you what it is all about. But on top of that, I will show you quite interesting letters that were published by John Burda, and that potentially might be used in another lawsuit that is still active right now. And I will show you another couple of updates in regards to the litigation processes. And before we dive deep into all of these, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are available for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now. And let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently, I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd. And let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon. So guys, and let's begin today's video with this set of tweets. Tyler Young, as you can see, just a couple of days ago made this space call. He was a host of this space call, and it was titled AVA Uncovers MMTLP Stock Trading Corruption and Recovery Strategy. And it is almost 5.5 hours long space call. And definitely I didn't have enough time, and I don't have enough time to listen to all of these space calls. But here is quite interesting part. We are on Sunshine Twitter account, and she published several quite interesting tweets. I will cover it within just a minute. And on your right side, you can see this this space call And right here at the very beginning of this space call, you can see that Murdoch and Zinc are co-hosts of this space call. But right here on this part of this space call, you can see that Zinc is blocked as a co-host, and we don't even see Murdoch as a co-host as well. And guys, to be honest, it is if you want to listen to this about a minute long audio, feel free to do it, but it is total BS. And here is this summary, pretty much the summary of this space call, of this at least part of this space call. And Sunshine wrote, "Ava knows so much. The Rob Carter needs to investigate Ava's claims that DARPA opened multidimensional portals inside McCabe's wells in the Orogrande, so Sasquatch aliens can get in." And Sunshine also refers to her own tweet where she made this screenshot. Well, it is just artificially that this picture was made with the help of artificial intelligence, and it explains the BS that were told by Ava in this space call. That is why, guys, potentially Murdoch and Zinc were one of them left this space call, and the second one was blocked because it is a total BS. And guys, if you want to know more about this story, and if you want to dig deeper inside it, do it by yourself. Do not try to rely on any artificial intelligence, because well, it is not it is trained by the most popular opinions that is happening in the internet, and it is trained on the data that might not be real and might not reflect the real problems of different stores. That is why, guys, please stop doing this. And you can see it right here that John Burda published this tweet in regards to the same Ava space call, and he wrote, "I have to admit I stopped listening to the replay of the Ava space from last night after Ava attacked myself and Polycross. So I decided to attach screenshots of my emails to OTC markets from 2021. Keep in mind, I was no longer an officer or director of either TRCH or MMAT when this transpired." Here's proof for those who doubted me and or for Ava to be better. And guys, to be honest, these screenshots are very interesting. Let me show you them one by one. Here is the letter that was written by John Burda on October 14th of 2021, and it was addressed to it was addressed basically to the OTC markets. And here is the letter in details. "Recently, OTC markets has allowed trading in MMTLP, which is the preferred share issued in the Metamaterials and Torchlight merger. Without getting into the legality of whether this should be allowed, I wanted to draw your attention to the information on the company section page that is appearing on your site." And he added the link of this page. 90% of this information is wrong. 1. Torchlight Energy no longer exists as a public company. 2. The information on the page is from 2012. 3. The officers and directors listed are all wrong, are no longer officer or directors. The auditor information is wrong. The SEC console information is wrong. I would like to know what your company is going to do about this complete fabrication of information that was likely provided by a broker-dealer who requested to trade this security. I would also like to know who filed the 15C-211 to trade and the contact person at that firm. They are fraudulently using information to the detriment of investors. Please get back to me with your course of action. Thanks, John Burda. And here is the answer of OTC markets, and they wrote, "Hello John, thanks for reaching out. Since this is an SEC reporting company, their reporting obligation is with the SEC and your questions should be directed to them. The company is responsible to keep their information up to date based on their SEC filings. Please note that since their reporting obligation is with the SEC, OTC Markets Group would not review those reports." And here is answer from John Burda. Thank you. However, the company did not have anything to do with the trading of this preferred. It was traded without their knowledge and the information did not come from the company. It was somehow listed with their knowledge using fraudulent information. How do you fix that on your side? And here is the answer of OTC Markets again. Hello, John. I discussed this with my team and I believe we touched on this during our conversation. FINRA issues the symbols, so it's likely that a symbol was issued because a trade was executed and reported to FINRA. If you believe that the security is not eligible to be traded, which I believe that is the case based on our conversation, then you need to reach out to the market operation department at FINRA and report this. And they added the phone number of FINRA. As for the profile updates, you can email in the correct information and we can make the updates. And guys, I have to admit that on the one hand, these letters show that John Burda tried to solve the problem of the beginning of the trading of MMTLP shares back in October of 2021. But on the other hand, guys, he admitted a bit later and he admitted in a public space call that the problem why MMTLP became tradable is that just one word that was mentioned in the document that were prepared by the boards of directors of MMTLP during the MMTLP and metamaterials TRCH and metamaterials merger. And guys, this is the shadiest part, I believe, of this at least this part of the story. And I have to admit that if John Burda didn't realize at that moment that it was a problem that was initiated by the documents, well, he realized it later, and we know and we have this information that was publicly disclosed in one of the space calls. That is why, guys, it is quite interesting to see what was the result of this conversation, but at the same time you can see that CPU responded to this tweet the following. He wrote, "I would have 100% used these emails in my complaint when I was discussing the fraudulent way MMTLP began trading and the lack of Form 211. I will be saving these just in case they might come in handy in the future. I can certainly see them being useful in an APA claim against the SEC." And guys, this is how the people who filed legal actions, who filed the lawsuits should act. Because when someone discloses some information, definitely it might be useful in their cases. And to be honest, I prefer to see more interactions and more closer, I would say, interactions between the people who can dig deeper and who can help us to win the battle through the litigation processes. But for some reasons, this information that was disclosed by John Burda wasn't known by CPO, and well, I believe that we have a lot of shady parts even inside of our community, and because of this so-called lack of interactions, we are still here and we cannot see any type of resolution at all. Let me show you another quite interesting details from CPO. You know that we are nearing to another deadline that I covered in one of my previous videos, one of the most recent one or two previous videos. And this deadline is the point of some kind of statute of limitation, when authorities have to preserve all the data, all the interactions that might be related to this story. And we are not far from the deadline. The deadline is set to December the 9th. And the only way how we can protect this data is by the official steps and official letters. And here's one of these steps. On October the 9th, CPO wrote, "I have sent notice to my broker through the message center, fax, and as soon as I'm off, I'm going to drop it in the mail." there will be no excuse as for them not receiving a litigation hold. Now, if they decide to delete documents, I will have the power to hold them accountable for spoliation of evidence. And here's the screenshot of his demand, and he wrote the demand to preserve documents and ESI related to MMTLP. Customer William Lee Kelly and December 2022 corporate actions and halt. And guys, we know that previously Scott Roth had a conversation with Schwab where Schwab representative clearly stated that it was the price of about $240 per share. And for some reason, Schwab deleted this information, deleted these recordings of the phone call, and unfortunately, Scott Roth couldn't win the battle, the part of the battle of the spoliation of evidence. And I don't know what is the current status of that claim, but for now we just know this information only from Scott Roth's side, and we cannot we don't have any evidence from the Schwab side at all. So it is quite pity, but it is what it is. Let's move forward. I have to admit that one of the let's say so-called leaders of non-litigation path to the resolution, Junk Sevi, for now is extremely quiet. She didn't post any tweets from the very beginning of October. She reposted these couple of tweets on October the 3rd, and it is 10 days of her complete silence. Well, it is quite weird, but again, it makes me thinking that potentially she received some kind of cease and desist order from one part of this saga, or she received probably some kind of subpoena, and that is why she became extremely quiet. And well, I don't know what to think about it, because she was one of the most active people from the so-called non-litigational path to the resolution, and for now she just disappeared. So time will tell what will be her next actions, and I will definitely cover this story as well. Let me show you, well, Rob Carter invited John Burda to another quite interesting not conversation, but event. And I have to admit that yes, John Burda, as you can see, he told about this story, but I don't have the results of this story. Let me quote you the tweet that was written by Rob Carter just 18 hours ago. He wrote this: John Burda and Matt and Squatch basically attended our kickoff last night. Please follow People's Lobby Missouri for future updates. Our group is dedicated to pressuring government. Our X account is now up. We will follow the MMTLP fiasco until we get results. And here is the tweet of Squatch that was published on October 11th. Rob Carter and John Burda talking to a packed house for People's Lobby, Missouri tonight in St. Charles, Missouri. So I don't know how this event might help MMTLP community, rather than to just spread this information to a little bit wider audience. But if John Burda used this chance, probably he thinks that it can help us. So it is what it is. Let me show you that we have an update in the Oxford versus Securities and Exchange Commission case. And just several days ago, or less than 2 weeks ago, Daniel Oxford filed this motion to appear pro hack vice. This means he wants to add a new attorney, and here is the order that, let me quote to this, order granting Kala Ford's motion to appear pro hack vice. Pursuant to our administrative policies and procedures for electronic filing, the attorney hereby granted to practice pro hack vice in this case must register for electronic filing with our court within 10 days of this order. So this means, guys, Daniel Oxer has a new attorney in this case, and it is an attorney who doesn't have a permission, initial permission to appear in this case, but with this order, where judge granted this basically claim, Daniel Oxer can have this attorney in his team, and probably, guys, it will be another quite interesting development, and it might be another quite interesting news from his side. And I believe his litigation process is one of the most interesting among other litigation processes, because well, it has quite interesting details that I covered back in the days, and that Daniel Oxer told himself in the private message that I received about a month or two ago. And definitely this type of litigation processes pushes our case to the resolution, one way or another, guys. But I believe we will see this resolution. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.